And let's go ahead and throw that over there. Some of this. Yeah, use that up. That's solid. Hell yeah. Lydia, what's good? How are you? How's your Sunday? It is Sunday, right? Yeah. How's your Sunday going? Hope everything's well. I'm doing really well as well. It's been a bit of the more mild rainy day again, but I can't complain. Watan's in the house. Oh yeah. Russia in the house. God damn. From all the way over there. What's good? Hey, University Magazine. Thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Winterberg, what's good? Good to see you. How are you? How is your Sunday? I hope all is well. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we're just going to wait for more people to jump on. It's got pretty easy, what do you call it? It's going to be a pretty easy dinner so far, because right now in the back right here, I've had ribs kind of slowly braising on ultra low for like maybe the last, I'm going to say, what time is it? 3:30. So I'm going to say it's been on for almost about 3.5 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the bones out of that pretty quick. Maybe closer to like maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock type thing. And yeah, we're just going to do up some really nice noodle soup today, I think. It's going to be really good. Yeah. Anyone in the chat, if you guys get a chance, please go ahead. Keep hitting that like button for me. Again, it helps me in the algorithm, helps me find like-minded people like yourselves. People that want to talk about food, food culture, all that good stuff. Yeah. Keep smacking it down for me. Nice. Yeah, and where's everyone from that's in here so far? What's everyone having for dinner, actually? Am I African? No, I am Filipino flavored. Some tonkatsu ramen and boba. Yeah. Hell yeah. Wenderberg, what is your favorite kind of boba? Are you like a classics boba, or do you like one of those like really awesome, like I guess new bobas? Because I really love taro, which is one of my favorites. You're from Malaysia. Hey, right on, dude. Malaysia's got some bomb street food out there, man. And Donna from Toronto. Right on. How is it out there? Heard it's getting nice and warm. And GS, what am I cooking today? So I'm going to be doing a pork rib type of pho. It's not going to have all the accoutrements of pho, but it's going to be very similar. So it's going to be like a nice, really kind of a rich, hearty, but really smooth kind of noodle soup with ribs, which I do have right over here. These guys have been slow braising for about 3.5 hours. Adobo and cassava cake. Oh my God, yes. I cooked adobo maybe a few weeks ago, actually, on this on a live. Extra pork and eggs. Yeah, dude. I really find when it comes to like ramen, the egg really helps make it, you know, especially if it's like a nice runny yolk. It's gorgeous. Cloudy out there, eh? Yeah. Kelly, what is good, dude? It's good to see ya. What about mango pho? Interesting. I've never had it. Are you talking about with like green mango? Taro. Yeah, taro. You're thinking about taro. Or, I guess in the Philippines we call it ube. which is probably not the same, but it's very similar. GS, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. As well as Donna, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you all for being here. Yeah, taro boba is some of my favorite types of boba, just because it has like this, like, it's almost like hazelnut meets vanilla in a way, and it's awesome. Jaden, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate you. Yeah. Shannon did just wake up. She just had like a little bit of a nap. With yogurt popping pearls. Oh yeah, dude. Those are fire. I love like how like what do you call it? The boba pearls have come so far in the last 20 years. Just because like they figured out how to like use what do you call it? Algin or like lysite to like make like little like caviar pearls, which is hilarious. And Caitlin, what's good? Good to see you. How are you? Hope you're having an awesome Sunday. Donna, you're going to have some nice fresh Greek salad? Oh, that's right on. Lambo, what's good, bro? How you doing, man? You had some East Coast cast iron seared scalp? Bruh. Hell yeah. What is pho? What is pho? It's basically just like it's a Vietnamese type noodle soup. Essentially, what we know as like pho in North America is like it's noodle soup, mostly like a beef or a pork based broth. But it's based off of what's known as, it's like the French consommé, right? So like the style of making the nail polishes for females? No, sir. Nail polishes for anybody. Yeah, what I love about making something like consommé or something like that, it's a clarified stock, high in flavor, but very silky and very like it's very clear. Yeah, we're just gonna be making a nice soup out of that. Yeah, and then today we're also gonna be using what do you call it? We're gonna be using like vermicelli. Yeah, like rice vermicelli. What do you call it? Noodles. Yeah, there's always a nail polish comment. It's so true. Beautiful weekend. Tell me something good for yours. Hey, I'll be real. To be honest with you, it's been raining, but it's been super warm. It's like lightly windy. At the same time, the rain hits. It kind of cut down my daughter's last soccer practice a little bit. Actually, no, by a lot. But to be honest with you, we need that rain. I couldn't be happier to see rain, as well as I couldn't be happier to not have to see snow for a little while. So, I mean, you know what I mean? That's where we're at. Almost like ramen. Yes, it's a kind of like a Vietnamese version of ramen, but at the same time, we're still using almost like it looks like a linguine type pasta or like a type of soup noodle. You're asking everyone, wear blue on Wednesday? You got it, man. And I'm also sorry to hear that. It's never easy when you lose someone that you care about. Only thing that bugs me about is that chipping bad. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is I got used to like my nails chipping just because when I play guitar, it just inevitably chips off like my main picking fingers. It's been hot there in Truro. Hey, right on. Yeah, I heard everyone on like the east coast of like the North America is like just getting bombarded with heat right now. Get some other colors? I would get some other colors, I think. 28 2 days ago, 24 yesterday. Damn, yo, hey, that's nice. At least you haven't hit like because the heat that I can't stand is like when you hit like the 32 and like the 34, 36. Holy, that's just like I go from like 36-degree heat or like 34-degree heat, then walk into like a professional kitchen and I'm like, oh, we're all gonna die today. Everyone has to drink water, you know. +5 for you, hey. It's still not bad. I mean, I think we're sitting at like 12 degrees here in Calgary. Right, 40 with humidity. Oh my lord, good God. I can't imagine 40 with humidity. We got blue Jello and we got purple Jello.
I was looking for a drink.
Oh, there's Guinness.
That is a drink.
That is a drink, yeah. It's a tarot reader? What happened here?
Are you a tarot reader?
No, I'm not a tarot reader. I like messing with cards because I practice card magic. My wife, on the other hand, is the tarot reader in our house.
We had a tarot read tonight after live at 6:30.
Oh, you have a tarot reading at 6:30?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I'll be done way before that. Up north, Canada, 15 plus. Yeah. Hell yeah. Sorry. Yo, I know, but like, yo, Kelly, 40 degrees plus humidity is nuts. To me, at least, because like, I remember even when you're in like, am I adding rice today? No, I'm just going to be doing rice noodles. What's her TikTok? You can actually find her on the chat here. It's under Nanners the Great. She doesn't read live, but if you're into tarot, you can definitely, give her a message, ask any questions that you have. Mallory, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Pork rib, fried or baked. Actually, braised. I got the pork ribs kind of just sitting in a nice bath because what I did here, actually, I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, yeah. They're getting nice and soft. So what I did here is I put the all my pork ribs in there, gave them a quick sear in the oven, and then Ubi Gross, thank you so much for the follow. So in the back here, I went ahead, put the ribs in. I put a little bit of chicken stock to kind of help it, a lot of water, and then what I did is I put the essential ingredients and spices for things like pho. So it's your cloves, star anise. Actually, I cheated, used a little bit of Chinese 5 spice, a whole cinnamon stick. I said cloves already. Coriander seed. A little bit of white pepper. Yeah, a little bit of garlic powder. Yeah, and I'm just going to let that thing ride so it actually acts like a pho broth. So what I am going to do is oh no, you okay?
Damn it!
And Star, yes, I do remember you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just strain out the stock. And I'm going to use that stock as our primary soup broth, which should be really, really flavorful. So once I pull all the ribs out, I'm going to strain out all the seasoning. And then I'm going to just reflavor it with a little bit of soy sauce or hoisin, as well as some fish sauce and some sugar.
These get
recycled, yeah.
But those have to be rinsed.
Yes.
That's what happened. Is stuff
just kind of shifted. I'll probably move those out.
I'm just knocking over the recycling. It's all good.
Caitlin, thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate you. And have I begun to prepare the dessert? Yes, sort of. By prepare, I mean I already made up a little bit of the Jello. So because I needed that to set ahead of time, as well as like Shannon and Rosie are big fans of Jello. So what I did make sure to do was pull out a little bit of, I had frozen berries that I really wanted to use up. Use like a macerated berry. So what I'm going to do here, actually, while we are talking, I'm going to go ahead and add in 3 tablespoons of just granulated sugar to...
Bestie One is in Calgary.
Bestie One's in Calgary. Nice. So 3 tablespoons of sugar into the berry mixture. And I'm just going to go ahead and just give that a quick mix and let it macerate. What this is going to do is going to sweeten up that juice, as well as while it's, breaking down, because it was still frozen. I'm just trying to make sure that you break down the frozen berries and defrost them slowly, just so that they don't turn entirely into mush. I do want a little bit of that consistency. You're dry in the west? Yeah, I'm in the northwest. It is dry for now.
The province is dry. We're under a drought warning, even with all the rain.
Yeah, we're still hella dry. And what flavor Jello? I was going to be using I have some grape Jello that I was planning on using because I know for a fact Shannon and Rosemary both also like the blue stuff. So I might use a mixture of like grape and blue, which is like blue raspberry. But I haven't fully decided. So actually, while this is going, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill up this pot with just a little bit of water, just so I can get my noodles kind of on the go, nice and slowly, just, you know, so you have the things rolling. Hey, Lambo, I appreciate you, man. You know how we do out here, just trying to make the dankest food as much as humanly possible.
It's starting to rain.
Is it starting to rain again?
Yeah, I just was throwing recycling out the...
Oh, and it's dribbling?
In the thing, and it's dribbling.
It's starting to sprankle. Okay.
Oh!
You're in Northeast Huntington Hills?
We're in Northwest Huntington Hills.
That's so weird. Yeah, we're only like a half block away from the Superstore. Damn near neighbors. Shit. Mason Hounsel, yes, you got it, man. Dank as fuck. That is what we do around here. Or at least as dank as humanly possible while keeping everything relatively priced and economical plus sustainable. That is that is essentially the drive we're trying to achieve around here. Yeah. Okay, so I got that on the go. So I'm going to go ahead and just going to go quickly start a whipped cream because I do want the whipped cream to set up a little bit in the fridge before we do the dessert. So again, the dessert itself is really, really like a classic because I remember I was reading a cookbook. What was this, like last week? It was like all like 1970s style, like super gangster, old school, like really easy, generally easy recipes that like involve Jello or like gelatin related things. And this recipe definitely came up in like a couple different ways. So what I'm going to do here is I have a little bit of like mildly room temperature cream. I'm just going to go ahead and toss in probably about a cup because this will double or even triple in volume. Okay, we'll start with a cup because I'm not going to use a crazy amount. Okay, and I'm going to, here's some powdered sugar. Boom. Just enough powdered sugar. So that's maybe about 2.5, 3 tablespoons. And then I'm going to do 1 scoop of granulated sugar. Wham. Okay. Just go ahead. And then, where is it? There it is. Just got my whisk attachment. And I'm going to use, again, my coffee blender. Just because. There we go. What? Is that out of batteries? Alright, well, I guess I'm doing this by hand. Fucking raw dog the shit out of this thing. Let's do... Okay, keep this to the side. Also cost effective as much as possible. You're looking for new recipes? Oh yeah. Right now, since beef is so damn expensive, we've been changing over to pork. Pork you can actually find. Bestie, if you are in the neighborhood, then you would know where the TNT is nearby. If you go to the meat section, they got pork going on for a hella good price, as well as sides of pork and like different cuts. Like we got a couple weeks ago, we picked up. It was per pound. It was $4 a pound for pork belly, which was insane. So that was worth picking up. Yeah, if you go on my page or anything like that, you can actually see a bunch of the recipes. A bunch of those recipes cost maybe even less than $10 in terms of portion sizing per person. Definitely do. We also try to go and stop at the A Mart and the H Mart. Those are the Korean spots. The Korean.
A Mart's in Rocky Ridge, and H Mart is in Beacon Hill.
That's right. Highly recommend checking those out because they got wicked prices on things like if you buy bags of dumplings and stuff like that, so you can make like Asian style soups with dumplings. That's also a really good way to save a little bit of that money. And Shauna, what am I making tonight? Tonight I am making some pork rib pho. Like it's basically like a pork rib noodle soup with rice vermicelli. And then for dessert, I'm going to be doing some nice berries, and Jello parfait. So I'm just right now whipping up a little bit of whipped cream. You're in Edmonton July 1st. All right.
I was trying to get a job with something at Stampede too.
At the what? Stampede?
Stampede.
Oh, yeah. Have you gone for your interview for the Stampede yet? Or have you applied? Because if anyone's in here that is from Calgary, working at the Stampede for like the 10 days is totally worth it. Not gonna lie. You, for the 10 days that you work there, depending on what you're doing, you make a killing. Freeze-dried meals for the truck, right on. With K-Days in Edmonton, and I got, hey, right on, dude. Yeah, man, I haven't gone to Klondike Days in like 2 decades. And Haley, yes. Yes, you know how it is. So I'm just right now just whipping up just a little bit of whipped cream, just trying to get the air pumped in. Yep, nice and stiff. Okay. Okay, sorry about the noise, everybody. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead, now that I got my whipped cream good to go, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw it into the fridge so it sets up a little bit more. And then I can go ahead and plate dessert and then just get that into the fridge right away.
If I get a job at Stampede,
Where's a cheap place to sleep? To be honest with you, I don't know. If you wanted a cheap place, like if you're okay with it, I know that we got some hostels out here that actually are located directly downtown, right off the C train line, and those are good for like people that are traveling through, and they come at a really reasonable price. Other than that, like hotels.
we have a balcony.
Other than that, what do you call it? Like I know hotels within the city.
You're usually booked.
Is mad booked, yeah, and it's also expensive. What is my YouTube channel name? It's actually, if you go to my page and check out, I have my link tree in the description box. You can go ahead and check out all of my YouTube channels.
But it's fuck you, I'm eating.
Yeah, but it's Fuck You I'm Eating Official, or FYIE. Okay. Check around. So I got water going right now. Perfect. Let's see. Yeah, I do. So tonight I'm going to be using these. This is the noodles. Right, so this is the medium cut vermicelli noodles, which are really nice because although it is a little bit thinner now, it does inflate, maybe about double its size for the most part. But it's really nice. It has a good bite to it, especially when you put it into soup, stuff like that. And it's overall very good, as well as it doesn't overcook too easily. But you just got to keep your eyes on it. Hey, Lambo, no worries, man. We'll catch you in a second. All right. So I'm just going to give my ribs a quick check. Again, they've been braising for a few hours. So what I'm looking for is the ability to, because I mean, this won't be 12 hours, but like a few hours in a braised should do it. And what I'm looking for here is the ability to kind of just scrape off the meat Like you can see the bones already retracting from the meat itself. And what I'm looking for is the ability to just go ahead and take a paring knife or a short blade. Where's my paring knife? Okay. Or you can use like a short blade, which is like a curved blade. And what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and snip the bone right next to the meat, right? And technically, if it is done correct and it is still hot, you should be able to just pull the meat off pretty clean. Right? You will get a lot of that knuckle meat here, which is fine. Those are all like connective tissues. But the actual gap should actually be really, really clean, generally speaking. So since it's looking like that, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some of the rib meat off. Boom. Okay. Right, and again, all you have, if you just have a little bit of that silver skin on the back, or if you clean the silver skin, it'll come off much easier. But since I just put it in, kind of raw dogged it into the broth, yeah, what we're left with is some nice, good chunk. What's awesome about doing this method too, in all honesty, is what I really love is that when you pull the bones off of this, you can basically make yourself like a McRib. We're boiling Canadian goose. No, unfortunately, we can't cook Canadian goose. Those are a protected species.
You got a comment about that. Caption for the live nudes.
Some live nudes. Send nudes. Yeah, what we are cooking today, Patulik, is we are going to be doing some pork rib pho. So what I'm doing here is I braised out a bunch of this nice, gorgeous pork rib and braised it in just some nice, simple stock with some Vietnamese pho spices. Things like your cinnamon clove, your, sorry, not cinnamon clove, cinnamon stick and clove seeds, some whole cardamom, or sorry, whole coriander seed, as well as a little bit of cardamom pods and seeds. As well as, you know, there's a couple other like star anise, stuff like that, in the broth. So now you have this really nice clarified pork and chicken broth, which is amazing. Are the noodles see-through? They were see-through to an extent, right? I don't know if you can see it. You can still see through it technically, right? But once they get cooked off, they'll actually become like milky white. Okay, and that's when you know it's kind of already generally cooked, is that when it becomes nice and soft and supple, just like a linguine noodle, but at the same time it has like the nice milky white look to it. And yeah, and then it still has like a stringiness to the bite, which is fantastic. You've seen invisible noodles before. That's interesting. What were they made of? Were they like the potato noodles? Caption for the live nudes. Lorenzo, also thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cook these guys out. Approximately, they'll be in the water for about maybe between 7 and 9 minutes, depending on like how what preference you like your doneness. You know what I mean? Like how soft you want that jam. Okay. So again, all I'm doing right now is I'm just slipping the knife past the connective silver skin, and then just giving it a small tug, and that's it, right? So again, it leaves nice and clean, and you still have like a little bit of that meat on the end. You can scrape if you want to, but yeah, I mean, like at least 3-4 hours in a nice braise, you're gonna get some really good overall piece, right? And like, look at that, nice, it's all connected, it's almost falling apart. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to do, I think, 1 or 2 more. Oh, yeah. Look at that, one of them big joints. Okay, so.
No, like rubbery translucent noodles, I think they were from a Jello. Or from a Jello.
Oh, okay, so they were more like, they're probably made with like agar or, yeah, some sort of definite gelatin. which is interesting. But that's really cool though, if you got to experience that. Because again, I love things like that. That's very akin to like things that are like molecular gastronomy adjacent, right? Almost kind of in their way, very experimental. Okay. Nice. Yeah, and like, see, you can see how well it's breaking apart. It just falls apart. God damn. Yeah, and if you were to like make this, even for like if you're going to do like some barbecue, right? I would take these out, remove the ribs right away, and then just like cover the one side with barbecue sauce. Oh wow, look at that. Right off, no problem. Right? Put it with a little bit of barbecue sauce, let it rest with that barbecue sauce on it. Put it into the oven under like under the broiler, and then get some of that nice, gorgeous, crispy color. Mason, peace out as well, man. You have a good rest of your evening, man. Okay, so if you have any of that excess silver skin, you can go ahead and just pull that off. No big deal. Especially when it's braised, it doesn't really make a huge difference. Okay, just go ahead, pull that guy out there. Boom. And
User49 says you legend.
hey, user4949, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. And again, as always, I appreciate you guys pulling up every single week. You know what I mean? It means the world to me because, again, I love that people actually want to watch this kind of content, you know? Okay, so now, perfect. So now we're hitting that spot where it's just milky and nice and soft and supple. So we're going to go ahead and drain it out. And the thing about Asian noodles, especially for things like vermicelli, the best things you could be doing with your vermicelli 100% is making sure to rinse it under cold water. Okay, what this does, it kind of guarantees that you stop the cooking process, so it won't be like shredding or falling apart while it rests, and it won't clump up. But secondarily, you're gonna use the stock to reheat it. So by cooling off your vermicelli noodles, when you get your soup, the broth will be really, really warm and nourishing, right? But at the same time, when you hit your noodles, like when you take a bite out of them, they'll have a good consistency to them. They'll have a really great bite. Yo, Ivan, what's good, dude? Welcome back. I appreciate you for being here, bro. How was your Sunday? Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and take these bones, just give them a toss, because I'm not gonna use them. Oh, close. There you are. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, yo, Kelly, definitely try it out, man. Pho noodles is like, it's just one of those, like, you can have it pretty much any time of the day. I think there was a point when me and Shannon, I think when we like started, when we lived at like this one apartment building, that's like a lot of the time, that's like what we ate. Not gonna lie, I think we ate pho like, or no, when it was at the townhouse.
Townhouse, and we had a pot of broth constantly going.
Yeah, like I made a master stock of broth and figured out a way to make pho noodles at home. And like there was a point where we were like eating pho like a lot. Like,
I mean, we were also hella broke.
yeah, we were really broke, but to have a master stock going at all times really kept costs down and all that good stuff, right? Man, like you can see how well this is like busting off of the actual like of the bone and all that stuff. Oh yeah, hell yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw those to the side. Like look at that. Like look, and then I just give it a small pinch, right, and it's shredding. Hell yeah. All right. So, for that, what I'm going to be doing here is I have the meat on deck. I'm just going to give that just a quick push out of the way. And then what I'm going to do is I have some of this gailan left over from one of our lives earlier. And what I'm thinking is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep the leaves fairly whole, because I'm also going to be serving this noodle soup with a little bit of some of that coleslaw mix, which is basically just cabbage, right? So what I'm thinking is I serve this as kind of like the kale portion of a noodle soup, and then for the stems, what I'm thinking is I'm just going to go ahead and break these down just into smaller bits, right? Okay, just like that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and throw them back into this pot, and I'm going to hit them with butter. And I'm just going to just lightly soften them so that I can throw those onto the soup, and they'll have this really great integral bite that I think the soup will need. Right, so it's all about building textures as well. Okay, just like that. Keep that to the side. Wham. Okay, just like that. And like that. Great. Yo, Sarah Beth. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I highly recommend, if you're new to pho, one of the most like introductory versions of that soup is usually just go get it with the medium rare beef and beef balls in it. You won't regret it. Very, very simple, but it's super flavorful, and I guarantee it'll become one of those meals that you have at least once a month, which I kind of love about it. So to this, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the heat on to like a 4. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of this butter, and I'll just use half of that. That's not a crazy amount. Okay. So just a little bit of that butter. And I'm also going to start it with a little bit of, I have confit garlic that I made, I think on the last stream or before the last stream. 2 streams ago?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm going to have some of this nice, super soft, super mild confit garlic going in. Okay, I'm going to save some of that oil so I can do like a nice, like a type of da sheet that goes on top of it as well. Okay. Yeah. No, definitely go get anything that you're used to. So like a medium rare and a medium well beef in a bowl. Super simple, but definitely do make sure you have the lime, you have the bean sprouts that go in, and the Thai basil. It is exactly what makes the soup. You know what I mean? It's all this flavor. And if you're not afraid of a little spice, always make sure to add the sriracha sauce as well as the hoisin. Joe, what's good, man? How are you? Today we're just chilling, man. You know, it's been a nice, warm, sunny day, but still raining, which is awesome. And I thought a really nice soup a nice noodle soup would really break up that kind of day. Yeah. No, we have a whole bunch of people in the live right now. What is everybody having for dinner? What's everyone saying? I want to hear all about it. Okay, so I'm just also going to be breaking down some of this garlic into just small little chunks, because as I mix this, that garlic will then start to break up a little bit further. Boom, just like that. Nice. Hell yeah. Yo, Tex-Mex skillet with it's a Tex-Mex skillet and charcuterie. That's awesome. Yo, goulash, that's a classic, bro. Oh, dude. You had some rice and chicken? Right on. Homemade pho? Sort of. It's going to be like a Vietnamese noodle soup, but it is with a pho-inspired broth that I made fresh with some nice pork ribs. That's all. Oh, the charcuterie. That's dank, dude. Yeah, man. Goozy. That's a hell of a nice dinner. Yeah, man. That's fire. I dig it. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and just let that do its thing. I'm going to turn off the heat. Boom. Right? because I want that broth to be nice and kind of stable, okay? So in the meantime, while all that's kind of going, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just really quickly plate off the dessert so I can get that back in the fridge, just so it sets just a little bit, okay? Now, what did I do? Did I bring it out? No. All right, so for the dessert, I was thinking we're gonna use a little bit of this. Nice little spooky glass. Yeah, hell yeah. Right? Perfect for parfaits, especially if you're going to do parfaits, puddings, custards, or anything like that, especially that has like cakes and shit, or anything that would have like little compartments. It's always nice to have like a what do you call it, a non-stemmed wine glass. It's great for plating. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with that. All right, and so now I got some blue Jello, some grape Jello. Give me some of that grape stuff. Okay. And what I like to do is I actually take the Jello and then just your paring knife and just give it a score across the top, right? And what this does is going to just kind of guarantee that you have like small chunks and squares and pieces that are all kind of generally irregular, right? It doesn't have to be perfect because they're all going in layers and it's going to be eaten with a spoon. So what you're looking for though is that it breaks up really nicely. Okay, so I got my purple stuff, my blue stuff. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to do a small base of blue. Okay. Boom. Just a nice little hit of the blue stuff on the bottom. Right? And again, when your cup is like purple adjacent, it's really cool looking color. Right? Blue and purple at the same time is fire. Hey, and Joe, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate you. Kitties for life. You're watching this on the toilet? Hey, I mean, don't forget your snack. All right, so then I got that nice whipped cream we had it set up, right? So now it's good to go. Right, so just a little bit of this guy on the inside. Right, and then don't worry about like what do you call it, like smearing it like as to the sides as much. One of the techniques that is best for this is that you put it in, right? Put it in and then just like push the middle, right? Just give that a couple dabs and it'll actually come to the sides nice and clean. Okay, so you don't have to like go ahead and mess with it too much. How long have I been cooking the pho? Right now, so I've been braising the pork since now it's 4:15. So I'm going to say it's been there for about 4 hours, and it's been there 4 hours and about 15 minutes now, right? So yeah, just have it on low, like bring it up to a mild simmer, put it back on low, and just let it hang out on the lowest setting. So that it basically heats up and cooks your meat all the way through, but then it's warm enough to melt all the fats as well as break down all of the meat structure, right? So it's nice and tender and it is nice and fall apart, right? So now I've had this, what do you call it? This has been hanging out for the last like couple minutes outside, so that you can see it's just like nice, breaking apart, super easy, ultra tender, yeah. And what's awesome about that is now the broth has benefited from that as well. What you need? Yeah.
Oh no, I just want a little piece.
Yeah, we want a little paste. Oh yeah, here, take this one. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's from the cap.
Oh, no.
Right? Hell yeah. Alright, so I got whipped cream there that I'm just going to go ahead and hit with some of this Jello. the wicked part about this this recipe is like it's one of those recipes that you can also like take out like to like a family picnic if you wanted to, and just do like a gigantic dirty batch of it, right? But if you want to get fancy about it, you can also get some nice clear to-go cups, right? And then do it up just like that. What the faux? Oh yeah, dinner should be real dank, I think. Okay, so now I got this wicked blue, cream, purple, right? So then I'm just gonna go ahead and hit again with a little bit of cream, right? Just to kind of hold it down, not to completely fill it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead, give it some pokes. Okay, give it that poke action, boom. Okay, just like that. Right, and then I'm gonna go with the macerated berries, the frozen berries. Just like that. Let's just take a little bit of the berries right on top. And of course, since I put 3 tablespoons of sugar into it, finish it off with a little bit of that juice that's on the bottom, okay? It's gonna match your cream. Boom. Okay, and then with a nice, clean, warm spoon, like one that you ran under hot water, just go ahead, make a small little creamy hit of cream. Boom. There we are. Okay, so that right there, right, you can see the top has that bit of like juice just kind of like working around, so that make sure that everything's nice and smooth texturally, all that good stuff. All right, so now what you do is you just take this bad boy and let it just finish setting up in the fridge. All right, hell yeah. So now I got my veg all sauteed. I'm just going to take some of these greens, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly warm them in the pot. Boom. Okay? Just like that. Okay, just make sure that they're nice and kind of evenly distributed, nothing too packed together, right? Leave it on the heat for approximately 30 seconds, and then we're just going to kill the heat, throw it into the back burner, and just let it sit, no heat. Not Zertsky. Hey man, you know what I always say, if you guys are getting hungry, get out here, have some snacks. And Noah, thank you so much for the TikToks, dude. I appreciate you. Yo, Sean Malcolm, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate you for being here. Right on. Okay, so what's awesome about this is that you can already kind of smell the butter's cooking, everything amalgamately, right? As a whole, boom, give that a stir. I'm gonna kill the heat, right? You can see that it got a nice wilt to the actual green, just sitting on top of the, what do you call it? The stem parts, right? Stems are nice and crunchy, yet still very soft and cooked. So now we're just gonna go ahead and leave these to just finish doing what they're doing. So there's a garlic and butter.
Is that a collard green?
It's what do you call it? It's Gailan. It's a type of bok choy. So I would say it's like the Chinese version of a collard green. Yeah, so I mean it's highly flavorful. It has like a good amount of bitterness. It's like if you took bok choy and kale and mixed them together. So it's not as bitter as kale, but not as hard as kale, but with like the same kind of general bite to it. A really green flavor, which is fantastic. Okay, so cool. Now I got this Gorgeous broth. So now what we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and nope, not there, not there. All right,
Right there.
do it the old-fashioned way. Do. Let's see. I'm going to use one of these. Which one is this? Vegas cup. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to strain out. Is that it? No. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and take some of the broth, right, and then just gently strain out any of the excess, like seeds or herbs or anything like that. Stuff that doesn't really like get too soft or break down. But while also doing this, you're actually straining out any of the excess, like meat crumbs. I don't know what that's called. Right? So now you're getting that like excess that you really don't want in your stock because it's already clarified. If you don't have a strainer, I mean, it's still edible and all that stuff, still good, right? But just be really wary of the spices, the hard spices that you put in, like your peppercorns and cloves and all that stuff, okay? Boom. Okay.
Not Sir C asked if you boiled the bones in there, and then Warrior Vagabond has the best comment ever. Man, y'all know my man cooks. This is a chef's kitchen if I ever see one. I followed it up with, I'm an old line cook. There are signs.
There's always signs. You know it is. Yeah, and then yes, I did boil the bones. What I did is in the pan, I heated it up with a little bit of the chicken stock first. Put the raw bones in, like the raw ribs. Just let it come up to a full simmer. Add more cold stock to it and a little bit of extra like chicken bouillon powder. Boom, covered it. I added all my spices. Covered it. Put it on low. Let it sit for like the 4 hours. Right. Comes out nice, easy, and generally perfect every single time. Yo, and if you are, and you do need 1K followers, but remember, guys, I was able to go on live before 1,000 followers, strictly because I joined an agency, a TikTok agency, to kind of do this kind of content. So if you are interested in going live, Leanne, if you are interested in going live or doing any type of content live, please feel free to DM me. I can hook you up with my my agency and get you going right away, okay? And Warrior Vagabond, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, like the kitchen and the sink. We try to do dank food. You know how it is, baby. Okay, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and just get a little bit more going into this. And then all I'm doing now is I'm getting onto the seasoning part of building the stock. So what I'm doing now is just going to go ahead and put it on like a medium, but like just a slight bit lower than just number 5. Okay, just going to go ahead and rinse this off before it does anything weird. All right, so that's going to come up to a nice heat. I'm going to wait till it comes up to a simmer before I actually do anything to it. Yeah, I try to. You know how it is, Lambo. You got to take care of your family. You got to make sure that anything you do for them is 100%, if at all possible, at all times, you know? So your famous borscht. Oh, man, yeah. I haven't made a borscht in so long. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Like, what's funny is, like, when I worked at a retirement home, like, borscht came up a lot. Like, they were always requesting it. Hamilton Barnes, thanks so much for the popcorn. I appreciate you. And Robert, thank you so much for the follow as well, dude. Borscht is basically it's a like red cabbage and beets stew, and it usually has like beef cubes in it that have been braised. So it's like a beef stew with cabbage and beets, which is really awesome. We just had 14. And it's a really crazy good soup. The best is also when you hit the borscht with like just straight sour cream or creme fraiche. I think it's just so fire because it's creamy and it has all these like earthy elements and it's beefy at the same time. It's a bit of freestyle. No. Yo, what do I look like? A guy that can sing? Damn. If
Or
you
rap?
or rap? No, I can't rap. I mean, shit. If you put like a beat machine in front of me, I can make you a beat in like 60 seconds. Making borscht at home. Yeah, see that's the fucked up part about borscht is yeah, it stains like everything. Your hands would be all fucked up if you're not wearing gloves. With a pinch of fresh dill. See, that's what I'm talking about. Oh my god, yeah. Yo, and a crusty garlic bread. Like you have to have like bread with it, like toasted bread. Oh my god. Both beets and beets. Right? Can you imagine making beet soup with like and then beets at the same time? What's a heat machine? I was talking about a beat machine, like an 808 or like a Roland 707 or something like that. Something you make like all your like drum beats and shit on. Yeah, and Liz David, she does keep bugging me about it. I'm working on it. It's coming. Yeah, that's the best. Yeah, yeah, and freeze it for like freeze it. And again, if you guys know me, I am a huge proponent of not buying Tupperware. Just get 1 liter containers. You have to. Just buy a stack. You'll save so much fucking money. These are reusable, and you can give them out and not care. That's the best part. But yeah, if you're gonna do soups, you're gonna do stocks, you're gonna do like borscht, you're gonna do what do you call it? You're gonna do stroganoff. You're gonna do any type of pasta. Put it in this. Put it in your freezer. Good to go. And these are exactly 1 liter. And Indy, what's on the menu today? We're doing pork rib pho. So it's basically like a Vietnamese pork noodle soup with a little bit of green veg and a little bit of cabbage. Right now, I have some ribs that I deboned. They're just sitting on the cutting board right here. I'm taking some of the broth that I cooked it in. Excuse me. And now I just got it up to a boil. So now I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick seasoning. Okay. So when it comes to Vietnamese pho broth, I'm going to add in just 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar.
Where did we get the 1 liters? Amazon or
You can get these from Amazon. I highly recommend. You can probably get them for like a really good price, relatively. But I do recommend buying 2 sleeves if you're going to order it online, just because you save on the shipping. But we went to Great Canadian Wholesaler and picked them up. It's like the wholesale club or whatever, or it's like you can also get these at like restaurant supply stores. You can find them in Chinatown at restaurant supply stores. It's all that good stuff. But you do have to buy the lids separately. I do recommend that because for like $30, you're gonna get like 24 or 30 1 liter cups, and then for an additional like $16, you're gonna get all the lids for them. But make sure that you, if you're gonna buy them separately, I know if you get there, it's a huge wall of like different sizes of this plus the lids. Make sure you read the bottom, right? It'll have its size, right? In so this is a 15, right? It says right here 15, right? Look for the lids that are also labeled 15. All right. I know a lot of homies that mess that up, and they get home and that shit don't fit. You know what I mean? Yeah, but again, I highly recommend if you guys are going to use anything like those containers, it's totally worth it. They're microwave safe. If you cook for a living like I do, you're basically eating your lunch, dinner out of those things over top of a garbage can. It's part of life. You know what I mean? And the best part is, again, they're microwave safe, and you can also just like give these away without caring. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone, like I remember growing up, everyone's like, give me my Tupperware back. And I'm like, look, man, with your fucking Tupperware and shit. Okay, so I'm going to hit with just a double, let's see, 2.5 squirt of hoisin sauce, a little bit of dark sesame oil. Okay. And one of the most important parts of faux broth or pho broth is about 4 to 5 good squirts of fish sauce. Okay. And what that's going to do is it's an umami builder, and you want to build up a lot of that overall flavor. Okay. Just like that. And then at this point, you can go ahead and give it a taste, just to make sure it's kind of up to where you want it in terms of flavor. All right, so let's go ahead.
You got a question? Sesame oil in pho? Question marks?
Oh, you usually don't. I like adding in sesame oil, specifically because it gives a little bit more of that boost to the oil in the, to the fat in the stock that already exists with the pork. Yeah. Hell yeah. You have soccer today? No, not today. It's Sunday. But yeah, on a Sunday, I just try to make sure that we do like a little bit of an earlier live stream, just to kind of see what the algorithm looks like. You know what I mean? See what people are doing, as well as be able to have dinner right on time, and then have the rest of the evening to hang out with the family.
Some tarot cards at 6:30.
Yeah, and Shannon's got tarot cards at 6:30, so she got to do that thing. Yeah, basically, it is a flavor enhancer. Yeah. And again, you're not using a crap ton. You're at home chilling? Nice. Yeah, so like what I love is you add in just a little bit of, what do you call it? The sesame oil. Because again, that nuttiness really goes the distance. Okay, so one last thing that I do like doing, just as a small flavor enhancer for any soup. Okay, and this is because this is like kind of more like a Japanese spin on it. Because again, every Asian culture has their version of like a beef soup, a pork soup, and a chicken soup. And they're all like weirdly the same, which is kind of hilarious to me. So this is just gonna come up. Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let that turn off, do its thing. So now, what I'm gonna do as a finisher, so I have again my confit garlic with the garlic oil that it's cooked in, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this. Just a little bit of that at the bottom. Okay, so then I'm going to take some soy sauce, but in this case, I'm going to use the brown braising sauce that I use, the Chinese stuff, because again, this has soy sauce, has your mirin, a little bit of a hit of MSG, some rice wine, some sugar, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and throw in a couple dots of that. So that's going to act as your salt agent for that. Okay. So then, now we have like a, what do you call it? More like a shoyu sauce. Okay. Now, where did I put the shit with that thing?
It's right there.
What?
I don't know. I'm not even in the same room as you.
I'm not even in the same room as you. God damn it, Shannon.
Welcome.
Where? Oh, I do need this too.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the chili crunch.
Isn't it on the counter?
Man, am I blind again? Like, I'm looking probably directly at it like a dingus, and like...
This?
Looking for like the full one. Oh, there it is. It's behind the shit with that
Oh, it's
thing.
behind the queso. Of
course
you can't see it.
Where you just can't see it. Okay. So I got some of that soy sauce action with that garlic oil. We're going to go ahead and hit it with some of this nice chili crunch. This guy right here. Right? Highly oh my lord, if you fucks with noodles at all, if you mess with any type of Asian noodle, you gotta have chili crunch. Oh my lord, can't stress enough how good that shit is. Come for the food, stay for the sex. All right, so we got this gorgeous, look at that. Right, so it's chili soy and a little bit of that garlic oil. So now all I'm left to do is I'm gonna go ahead, and I got this lime, right? You feel me? I'm just gonna go ahead and cut a good gnarly thing of wedges out of it. Boom. So you always need a little hit of lime when you're making pho. Always. Of course, when you're doing like any type of pho broth as well, things that go the distance is Thai basil. Gotta have it, but I don't have it today. Instead, I'm just like kind of pivoting, and I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Hamilton, thank you so much for the follow. I do like cilantro. Not on everything, but on like a banh mi or something like that. My God, it's so good. Do. Take a bit of raw onion with a pinch of salt, and you eat it. Damn, yo, and it gives you like zing. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it would just go right to the. And Jaylene, the reason that my cupboard thing is broken is because it's been broken since we moved in. And since we rent, I ain't fixing shit. I don't want to bug my landlord over it either. It doesn't bother me. We always try to reserve bugging them, or any landlord that we've had, reserve bugging them when there's like an emergency.
For big things, like the roof leaking.
Yeah, like the roof was leaking and they fixed it like that. So I'd rather not bug them over like little things. Yo, Bridget, you're making potato salad right now? Are you doing like a sweet and savory potato salad, or what kind of salad are you doing? Like almost like a coleslaw type thing? Bazinga. Yo, pickled onions, fire. Oh man, I love me a good pickled onion too. Shit. You got me. All right. So guys, we are on the home stretch here. So you guys saw the dessert. I will bring that back out just so you can see what it looks like set. All that good stuff. So what we're going to do here is I always will go ahead and start with the noodles. What am I doing here? And again, if the noodles are starting to get a little bit clumpy in your strainer, just run them under a little bit of water again. Loosen them up, but they will at least be the right texture, not overcooked, all that good stuff, right? So just go ahead, boom, like that. Give it a 4 strain. Bam. All right. Oh, hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead into the bowl. Bit of the nudes. Like that. Oh. Drop some on the floor there. Okay. Going to go ahead with that. Just wash this off sharp. So then I'm going to go ahead and take some of this nice chunky pork rib, give it a chop up, right? And I like trying to make sure that if you can serve up pork ribs, especially with no bone, try to keep the chunk on, all right? They will shred and all that good stuff, but that's a good sign of it being soft. But if you can, keep the size really relative, right? Really, really chunky. Chunky. Okay. So then we got some of that gorgeous rib in. Okay. We're going to go ahead and throw in just a little bit of the greens. Okay. Go ahead, some of that. Boom. And in this case, I think that I don't even need the cabbage. I'm actually just going to roll without the cabbage. Okay. Just like that. Yo, make pho with the brisket you're making. Oh my God. Is it braising right now? Use the stock. Holy shit. Hey?
I do believe smoking it.
Oh, you're smoking the brisket? Yo, make a beef, like a pho beef broth, or use some of the, if you make the beef broth, take some of the end bits, chop it up really fine, throw that shit into your beef broth. Oh my fuck. So you'll have like a barbecue brisket, but like pho seasoning. Oh my God. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be so fire. You'll get the handle. I appreciate you, Lambo. Do I ever experiment or try indigenous cuisine? I have tried indigenous cuisines, but I'm not great at it. It is something I should actually practice, considering it lives with or around so many like different types of like reserves. with like insanely good food. Like a lot of the reserves have their restaurants on there that all serve amazing indigenous influenced stuff, and it's just, yeah, like it's a foray I haven't necessarily gone into because my main focus has always been with either French cuisines primarily, or delving further into again my own heritage and other Asian cuisines. Pork isn't good for you. Yeah, but for the price, it's gonna have to do. That's just unfortunately where we're at. Beef is, I believe, double the cost of pork, if not 2.5. Chicken is sitting at 1.8% or 1.8 times the cost of pork currently for certain things. And seafood, since we're in Alberta, isn't great. Like, it's all frozen, but at the same time, the price is okay. But I will end up doing fish probably as the summer months go by. Yo, Indian tacos with fried bannock. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is, that would be so fire. So, I got this. Boom. Stock is nice and warm. Good to go. So, now I'm just going to go ahead, hit it with a bit of that stock. Right on the bottom. Okay. You don't got a ladle, use a mug. It's fine. It's fine. It'll smoke. Okay.
We're gonna have to look up a bannock recipe or something
Yeah.
to learn from someone.
Well, I'll actually,
a lot.
next time I'm filming with Leah on the reserve, I will ask the lady what her bannock recipe is, because she has a kick-ass bannock recipe. So then I got a hit of lime, and now I'm just gonna hit it with just a little bit of the soy, garlic, oil, and chili crisp to give it that both spice, extra hit of umami and MSG, and a little bit of that garlic savoriness. Okay, so there we have my take on a Vietnamese pork rib soup. Nicholas, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Yo, and Ghost, what's good, man? I didn't see you sneak in. Yeah, it's gonna be hella good. Hella good. So that's what we got for our main. And then we got this bad boy. Now you see it's all set up. It's not so runny anymore, right? The juice is amalgamated with the cream. So we got the blue jello on the bottom, a hit of that nice sweet cream, nice jello, purple jello on the middle, and some nice macerated frozen berries on top with a little bit of extra whipped cream. When is the next stream? The next stream will be this Tuesday. We are right on track. Yeah. Because I have a job interview in the morning, and then I have an interview tomorrow. So we're all on deck. If you make Solyanka, I will literally drive the 3 hours. Yo, Solyanka. We'll look that up. I'm going to look that up, because that sounds interesting.
I screen capped it.
You screen capped it? Thank you.
Quinn and Leona just typed ingredients for bannock, I think.
They typed the ingredients for bannock?
I think that's what that is.
Flour, baking powder, salt, and water. Oh, it's like it's all right. It's a fried donut type situation.
Yeah.
Fire. Yo, I'm going to have to try to make that on another day. That's for damn sure.
Because it's fried. It's not baked, right?
Yes, it is fried. That's awesome. Yo, I might do some bannock tacos. Fucking for sure. Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, guys, we are at the end of the road here. I got this all good to go. My dessert is ready. And my partner is for sure. I can feel her staring at me through the wall. So, fried in lard. Oh, that's awesome.
Can be baked too. Okay, sweet.
That's cool. Okay, cool. I'm going to actually have to try all those things. Yo, but I'm going to go ahead and give this to Shannon, because I know she's been waiting. Nice and patient, as always. Let's gotta find a nice soup spoon.
Fry up meat and add it in the bread mix.
Yo, that sounds fire. Oh my God. But yeah, we got this all going in. So guys, thank you very much. Anybody that is new here, hit that follow button if you already haven't, and I appreciate you for doing that. If you have, I'm back on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. I haven't really decided what we're gonna do just yet, but Call out ringtails. Oh yeah, but yeah, if you guys can as well, or if you guys don't know, I do post replays of all my TikTok lives pretty much every Friday if I can, unless I am filming. And yeah, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, go ahead, hit me in the DMs. Don't be afraid. I also try to answer everyone's messages as soon as humanly possible. And I believe this Tuesday, guys, go to my page, check out my YouTube channels on both my FU I'm Eating official page and my main page, which is John Japanda. I will be posting a video about Anthony Bourdain because we're coming up to June. So I thought you guys would appreciate that. So until then, guys, you have a good rest of your Sunday. Be safe out there. Stay warm. Eat well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it does look like we in the projects, but I mean, it is that part of the city, right? Yeah, but other than that, yo, Iron Maiden, oh man, you just got here, bro. Yo, I'm just signing off right now, brother. But I appreciate you for being here regardless, man. Thank you so much for joining as always. And what this is, it's again, this is a pork rib pho, which is basically just my version of a Vietnamese pho noodle soup with, again, slow braised pork ribs in the back here that I chopped up, a little bit of gai lan. It's basically like a version of bok choy, chopped in. All right, made some nice pho broth on some nice rice vermicelli and a little bit of this gorgeous soy and chili sauce to give it that heat and soy. And then for dessert, we have this parfait: blue jello, cream, purple jello, cream, and then frozen macerated berries. Yeah, man. Yo, Iron Maiden, thank you anyways for showing up, bro. I appreciate you, man. You have a good rest of your Sunday as well.
You're almost at 20K likes.
We're almost at 20K. Can we push over to 20K? I'll log off at 20. Chili Crunch is so good with pho, I know. And especially with things like sriracha and all that good stuff. Hey, Lambo, I appreciate you as always, man. Thank you so much. It is getting cold. Anyways, yo, Ghost, you have a good night. You guys, take care. Have a great evening. Thank you so much for 20,000 likes. And I'll catch you guys on Tuesday, okay? Take care.